Hello boys and girls, it's Mrs. Smith here. We are all really looking forward to welcoming you back to school on Wednesday. It's been such a long time since we've all been together, hasn't it? There are going to be a few changes in school. It's not going to be quite the same as it was before. We've had to make some changes to how we do things to make sure that we keep everybody safe. So I've made a short presentation for you all to watch, and I hope that it helps you to get ready for coming back to school and makes it a bit clearer what school is going to be like. Before you come into school in the morning, you will be asked to sanitise your hands, and it's really important that you do that. If you want to bring your own hand sanitiser to school, that's absolutely brilliant. Of course you can do that. When we're walking up and down the corridor, we must remember to keep to the left. Keep to the left. Boys and girls, look at this cloakroom. I don't think I have ever seen it so tidy. It just looks absolutely fantastic, and this is what it needs to look like every night before you go home from school. So our cleaners can come in and they can make sure that it's all nice and fresh and clean for us all again the next day, and we need everybody to help with that. You will have your own peg to hang your jacket and your school bag and your gym bag on when you come to school in the morning. Travel light just now, boys and girls. Please don't bring in toys and different bits and pieces from home. At the end of every day, all of your bits and pieces need to go home. There can't be anything left in the cloakrooms at the end of the day because our cleaners need to come in and give it a really good clean. So everything needs to go home at the end of the day. Please bring it back again tomorrow. Bring your gym kit to school every day, but make sure it goes home at the end of each day too. It would be a really good idea just to keep it in your school bag inside a drawstring bag. We have no tuck shop in school at the moment, so don't forget to bring in a play piece for playtime. You can be school dinners, you can be packed lunches, whichever you prefer, and we will lunch in our dinner hall as normal. It will be really important to wash or sanitise your hands before or after eating. In the dinner hall, you will be sitting with your class as far as possible. I know lots of you like to bring your own pencil case to school with special bits and pieces in it, and that's absolutely fine if you want to do that. But unfortunately, you're not able to share the things in there with your friends. You must keep them absolutely to yourself, and they need to go home at the end of the day. Everybody will be provided with a pack of stationery, so don't worry if you don't have a pencil case to bring. It's absolutely fine. We do have everything that you will need here. Do bring water with you to school, boys and girls, because our water fountains are closed at the moment, so bring enough water to last you for the day. There's absolutely no problem about going back and forward to the toilet if you need to use the toilet, so please don't worry about asking to go there. Just remember to wash your hands when you're done. You're going to be using hand sanitizer a lot in school. Every time you leave your classroom, every time you come back into your classroom, before you eat, after you eat, once you've gone to the toilet, if you go into a new room, maybe with one of our PSAs, it's really important that you keep your hands very, very clean, and you're welcome to bring in your own hand sanitizer if you would rather do that. Keeping things clean is really important in school as well, so you're going to see a lot more cleaning going on during the day. Gym and PE won't be happening indoors, but you will be taken outdoors for PE, so make sure that you have a school jumper with you every day. I think it's really important that you do bring a school jumper with you because a lot of our windows are going to be open so that we can have fresh air running through the school, and there is the possibility that it could feel a bit chilly at times, so do make sure you've got your school jumper with you. And as I say, you will be going outside lots and lots for PE, so a jumper will be really handy there as well. You will still go into the gym hall, but it won't be for running around. Your teacher will use the gym hall for different things. Don't worry, some of your favourite toys that come out at playtime will still come out, and they will be cleaned and kept nice and fresh for you all to use. Our library is closed just now, but we're working on how we can have a mobile version of our library, because reading for enjoyment and reading regularly for enjoyment is very, very important. So we're working on a plan for how we can overcome the fact our library is closed. We just have the most fantastic school grounds. We are so incredibly lucky with the woods and the playground and the fields that we have. And you guys are going to be spending a lot more time outside and taking your learning outdoors. So make sure that you have a jumper with you every day. Most of the doors in our school will be pinned open, and that's on purpose. That's because we want to keep them open so that we don't have to touch them often to open them. It's just a way of making sure that they are kept clean, that we don't have to touch the door every time we need to open it. It's a safety thing. At the end of the day, when it's time to go home, mum, dad, or whoever it is that picks you up, they will be asked to wait at the bottom of the playground, staying 2 metres apart from each other. So when you come out of school at the end of the day, you can scan around to find them, give them a great big cheery smile and a big wave, and then you can go over to see them. But we're going to ask them to stand back just now. I have some top tips that I would like to share with you that I think will be really, really useful for you to remember before you come to school on Wednesday. Now, the first one is how important it is to make sure that you keep your hands clean. You should be washing or sanitising your hands lots and lots in school. You should be sanitising your hands before you come into school in the morning, if you leave the classroom, when you come back into the classroom, after you go to the toilet, before eating, after eating. It should be a really regular feature. It is a fantastic way of keeping yourself clean and safe, and keeping everybody around about you clean and safe too. It's also a really good idea to keep your hands away from your face. If you can bring your own hand sanitizer to school, that's absolutely brilliant, and you can use that, and you can use it as often as you feel you need to. But if you don't have your own hand sanitizer, that's okay, because we will have plenty in school and in the classes for you to use. Another important top tip that you need to know is that the adults in our school need to socially distance from each other. They need to stay 2 metres apart, but they also need to, where they possibly can, stay 2 metres away from you. That's going to be different. That's not something we normally do, but it's something that we all really need to try our best to do. So please, boys and girls, stand well back from the adults in the school. This is really important, and you will be doing a great job in keeping them all safe. Thank you so much. Another top tip is to pack really, really light. Don't bring any more to school than you absolutely have to, and make sure it can all be stored in your bag on your peg. Now, some of our staff in school might choose to wear face masks. Some of the children in our school might choose to wear face masks. I just want you to know that it is the same kind, helpful, lovely people underneath these face masks as it has always been. Another top tip is to avoid crowds of people. So for example, when you're walking to school, you might need to slow down because there's a big group ahead in front of you. Or at playtime, you might choose to just play with 1 or 2 other people so that you're not together in a big crowd. This is all really sensible choices. Another thing to remember, boys and girls, is please don't come to school if you're not feeling well, if you're feeling sick. And it's very important that if you don't feel well in school, that you come and speak to an adult and let us know about it. And the final top tip that I have for you for coming back to school is that it's really, really good to talk. If you are feeling upset or anxious or worried about anything, our school is full of people who are there to help you. And it's really important that you step forward and you let somebody know if you are needing help, because we are all absolutely there for you. Finally, we can't wait to see all our Laurencekirk boys and girls back in school in the Laurencekirk blue jumpers. It has been a long, long time, and I'm really excited to see you all. I'm sure you've all grown loads since I last saw you.